Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students of class 9, 10 and 11 business studies group, welcome back to our new lesson, that is new lecture on the subject of accounting. That is the name of journal. I started this chapter in previous lesson. This is the lecture number 2 for the chapter of journal. Journal is chapter number 6 is for class 9 and 10, but chapter 2 for class 11 in the name of journal. So all of my dear students, you are most welcome to listen, to watch and to follow my instruction and speech. Journal is the main important chapter in any accounting classes. So you have to take in very deeply all concept, all procedure, all rules and regulation for the chapter of journal. This is Mahmoud Hussain, lecturer in accounting of English Medium Morning Shift, Rajaguttara Model College, Dhaka. So dear students, now we can start the second lecture for journal. Now you can take your copy and write in your copy correctly. Okay, dear students. Now I can go to the next slide for a creative question for journal. This question is very important. Is very important for class 9, 10 and 11 business studies group. This is a creative question for journal. Now you have to write this question in a hurry, because I will solve this question after writing question in your copy. Just I read it for the time being. Mr. Alif is a trader. On February 2020, following transactions occurred in his business. February 1, started business with cash taka 2 lakh, goods values of taka 1 lakh, computer values of taka 80,000 and loan taka 50,000. This is the first transaction. Second one, February 5, goods purchased from Adil taka 50,000, trade discount at the rate of 10%, invoice number 109, carries expenses taka 2,000, that is the one kind of incidental expenses for purchasing goods. Terms or condition 2/10, net 30. February 8, sold goods to Mahir in cash, taka 1,50,000. February 10, rent paid by check, taka 8,000. February 14, goods purchased on account from Hasib, taka 80,000. Business discount at the rate of 5%, that is the trade discount, that is the purchase discount, Invoice number 233, terms 2/15 net 45, February 25 to Adil. But what is the amount? You have to find out which amount to be paid to Adil. February 25, deposited into Bank Asia, Taka 40,000. From this step, you have to record 3 questions. Requirement A, determine the amount of opening capital. You have already solved this type of requirement in several times. I hope you will solve it very easily. Okay, requirement B, show the general journal entries for transactions on February 1, 8, 10, 20 and 25. Requirement C, prepare a Percy journal from the transactions on 5 and 14. This is a special journal. There is the Percy journal. You know that when purchased on credit or on account from any person or institution on credit, then these types of transactions are recorded in Percy journal. You are seeing in this term February 5 and 14 related to Percy journal because 2 transactions are related to on credit or on account. It's related to many items: trade discount, invoice number, carriage expenses, terms and condition. Do you know what is trade discount? Trade discount is the amount which is deducted from the total cost of price or purchasing goods. It is not recorded in the books of account, but it is deducted from the total amount of purchased goods. Invoice number, that is the one kind of evidence for any transaction, that is the purchase and sales. Carriage expenses, it is incidental expenses. It's called an incidental expenses for buying goods. Terms 2/10 net 30. What is this? You know that if buyer will pay the money within 10 days, then buyer will get the 2% discount. But he is failed to pay within the 10 days, then he has to pay Taka within 30 days. This is the terms or condition of any business or any transaction. Okay, now I think you are ready for taking the solution of this creative question. Again, I am telling about this question. This is the very important question for journal creative question. For class 9, for class 10 and for class 11. My dear students, you have to write it very carefully and solve it with me very attentively, and after that you have to practice more and more for knowing the solution of creative question of journal. Dear learners, I think you have written the question in your copy. Now you can go to the next slide for solving the requirement A. The amount of opening capital is determined below. Generally, opening capital in double entry system is equal to opening assets. But in single entry system, opening capital is equal to opening assets minus opening liability. You are solving the journal entries. So this is the double entry system of accounting procedure. So you can find out the opening capital is very easily. Only opening assets. February 1, and transaction. Started business with cash taka 2 lakh, goods taka 1 lakh, goods values of taka 1 lakh, and computer values of taka 80,000, and loan taka 50,000. Loan is a liability for any business. In double entry system, liability is not deducted from assets for finding out the capital. Remember it. I repeat again, in double entry system, liability is not deducted from the assets for finding out the capital or opening capital or initial capital or beginning capital. Just my dear students, remember it. Now, requirement A, total amount of opening capital is taka 3,80,000. Dear students, now you can go to the next requirement. Journal entries. Show the journal entries for February 1, 8, 10, 20 and 25. Okay, first you have to draw a format for journal entries. This is the format. Totally 5 columns are available. Date, accounts, title and explanation. Ledger folio, debit taka, credit taka. Okay, now I'm starting the solution of journal entries. First one, February 1. Started business with cash, goods, computer, loan. Totally 4 items are related for the first transaction. In this transaction, totally 5 accounts are involved. Cash account, goods values, that is purchase account, computer values, that is the office equipment account, loan, that is the loan account. Overall, this business is started, so equity is increased, then capital account is credit. How to show the amount? Cash, started business with taka 2 lakh, but loan taken. Always loan taken amount is to be added with cash in the journal. You have to remember it, my dear boys and girls. So cash account is debit taka 2 lakh 50, goods values taka 1 lakh. As usual, office equipment taka 80,000. These are available. Loan taka 50,000 and total amount of capital taka credit 3,80,000, which has shown in the previous requirement. Next one, goods sold in cash. In this transaction, 2 accounts are involved: cash account debit, sales account credit. Total amount taka 1,50,000. February 10. Rent paid by check. In this transaction, 2 accounts are available. Rent expense account, another one bank account. Expense increase, that is the expense account is debit and check has gone from business, so bank balance decrease. In this situation, bank account is credit. February 20. Paid to Adil, that is paid to creditor or paid to accounts payable, that is the liability decrease. Liability when decrease, then liability account is debit, and therefore accounts payable or Adil account is debit. Paid the amount, so cash has gone from the business, so cash account is credit for this transaction. But amount available, February 25, deposited into bank. In this transaction, 2 accounts are available. Bank balance increase, so bank account debit, and cash account. Cash has gone from the business, so cash account is credit. In the journal entries, always after determining debit and credit, and give the short explanation. Then first one, to record business started. Second one, to record sold goods in cash. Third one, to record rent paid by check. Fourth one, to record amount paid to creditor. And last one, to record cash deposited into bank. And then the last one, total amount of taka for journal entries 6,73,000 in debit, and in credit 6,73,000 also. Dear learners, I hope you have written the solution of general journal entries for requirement B. Now you can go to the next requirement, that is the requirement C, Percy Journal. This is one kind of a special journal. We know that special journal are 6 types. There is the number 1, Percy Journal. Percy Journal is different from the general journal entries format. Now you can see, and you have to write in your copy following this format. Totally 6 columns are available in the format of Percy Journal. Date, first one. Second one, account credited. For purchasing goods, which account is credited? Then name or institution account. Condition or terms. Invoice number. Source. This is the last column for amount. That is the net amount of purchasing goods in the respective transaction. Purchase account debit, creditors, or accounts payable account credit. So you have to draw a format in a hurry. Then for the requirement C, Percy Journal. After drawing format, you have to do for workings, that workings for calculation and bracket to be applied in this type of math, because in Percy Journal or in sale journal, in purchase return, in sales return journal, always only net amount to be shown in the amount column. But how to find out the net amount? The following procedure is available for your betterment for calculating the amount. So this February 5, total purchase amount from Adil taka 50,000, trade discount 10%. It is easy to say, always trade discount is the deducted from the total price. Total price 50,000, 10% 5,000. So the remaining amount at this moment 45,000. And the carries expenses, that is incidental expenses, it is to be added to the remaining amount, that is the 45,000 plus 2,000. So after deducting trade discount and adding incidental expenses, at this moment in this transaction the net amount of purchase taka 45,000. You are seeing in the format February 5, Adil, condition is given 210 net 30, invoice number is given 109, source, that is the only correct mark. Source from question, the creative question is available in the slide. This is the net amount, purchase account debit, creditors account is credit 47,000. Dear students, you will write very carefully and attentively. Now you can go February 14 in the following format. Workings for calculation, the same label is available. Totally purchase amount, purchase goods from Hasib taka 80,000, and business discount, that is the also trade discount, it's another name in this math, purchase discount. So 80,000, that is the 5% of 80,000 taka 4,000. You know that always trade discount or business discount is deducted from the total price, that is 80,000 minus 4,000. At this moment the remaining amount of taka 76,000. But in this transaction, no incidental expenses is available. So incidental expenses is taka 0. For the transaction number February 14, the net amount is taka 76,000. Now you can take the net amount in the Percy Journal format. February 14, Hasib, condition 1 by 15 in 845. Invoice number 2333 is given in the query stem. Source again, correct mark. Net amount of taka 76,000. Total of taka 1,23,000 for Percy Journal. This is the very important question for class 9, 10 and 11. Dear students, you have to follow this format always to solve the Percy Journal. And before slide, you have seen the general journal format totally 5 columns, but in Percy Journal totally 6 columns are available. I think you have understood it. If not, then you have to practice in several times more and more at your home. This lecture is to be applied for journal. That is the very important chapter in any accounting students. So you have to follow it, you have to listen it, you have to watch it, follow my instruction and space how to solve the journal and Percy Journal. And in next class or next lecture, I will come back to bring a new lesson for the general journal entries and also for sale journal. You have to wait till then. Thanks for being today. Dear students, I think you are fine. I am also fine. By the grace of Almighty Allah, Allah Hafiz.